Hello, Karen Adams of Rather Good Limited here again for you, and today we are going to actually get to the nitty-gritty, making your 2024 the year you want it to be. In part one, we looked at 2023, the good, the bad, and what you'll do differently next time. We discussed the three main principles: the principle of positive emotion, helping us build and create and be open-minded; the principle of appreciation, that helps us notice the good things, celebrate the good things, get more of the good things; and the principle of change, where we make sure that we allow for that possibility of change, and so we can incorporate that into our future. In part two, we looked at the further future, around 10 years into the future for me and probably most of the people watching this, and we looked at what our ideal future looks like, what we really want if everything worked out in the way we want it to give ourselves a North Star, something to notice, breadcrumbs for that ideal future. And today, in part three, we're going to bring that back and feed it into 2024. Start looking at the milestones, the waypoints that we will actually want to pass or need to pass in order to get to that dream. I mean, in effect, we're retro-engineering our dream life. So basically, we are here. We're at the end of 2023, and that looks like all the things we discussed in part one. Where we want to go is our ideal future, say in 2034, and that is where we want to go. That's our North Star, that's our destination. So we've got those 2 points, and now we want to try and figure out a route. And we want to figure out the first steps that we need to take on that route to our ideal future throughout 2024. So one of the things we can do is start off in our dream and work our way backwards to today. Imagine ourselves on a timeline, coming back to where you are now. What significant things happen? What significant things do you need to learn in order to get to that destination? What is on that path between where you are now and that North Star vision of your future? Ask yourself those questions. Write some of those things down. Any ideas that you come up with are good at this point. You can ask yourself lots of questions about what that road might look like, what that dream could look like. Create an absolute storm of questions. Write down every question you can think of. This can really help you open your mind to what you want to create. And this can help spark ideas, concrete ideas, to feed back into your plan, into your timeline, for the things that you want to make happen in 2024. You're trying to bring your dream back into a practical reality. What are the first steps you need to take that will take you in that direction? And to some extent, making them as small as possible is the part that will help you most on that route. Sometimes when we have that massive dream, we get so intimidated by it that we don't actually feel we can follow through. So you want to try and make sure that there's one little thing you can do, just one little thing you can do right now that will help you on that road. And then you celebrate having done it. You're thrilled that you made that little step. You do that little happy dance. I say that you're amazing, and then you can take another step and you can celebrate that because you're making that progress. And that is what you're after. A step at a time in the right direction towards the right goal. And that's how you create your ideal 2024. You start where you are, you look at where you want to go, and you figure out what that route looks like and what it looks like for you. And you start taking small steps. The other thing you need to make sure you do, or rather, the other thing that will help you find this journey as easy as possible, is reevaluate as you go on. Because sometimes when you take steps in a particular direction, your route will actually end up changing slightly because you'll end up being in a different place. And that's fine. Experiment, keep moving towards that goal. And don't worry if the route looks like it changes slightly. Just keep going and keep moving towards that dream. Calibrate your compass towards that goal. Keep moving in the direction of that goal. And the fact that the route changes shouldn't matter. I wish you luck. And if you want any assistance with your Rather Good Year, or any more ideas or resources for building that Rather Good Year in terms of activities, or you want a place to record it all, then you can do so on your Rather Good Year program, and a few more resources such as visualizations and so on and so forth, so you can record them and come back to them at a later time. So thank you very much for taking the time with me to build your Rather Good Year, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Have a wonderful 2024 and take care. Cheerio!